Hi everybody, it's Michelle here again with birthuhura. Here at birthuhura, I am a full spectrum plant-based holistic doula and an advocate for all things safe, natural, and effective. Here on this channel, we discuss all things pregnancy, birth, and womb health related. So if you guys like the content, you like the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Today, it's not really so much of a topic, but it's going to be me answering a question that was asked. So, a fellow sister doula of mine asked me, she reached out to me and she said, how do I know if I am a fit for my client or if my client is a fit for me? How do I know when to book and when to walk away? And I'm so happy that she asked me this because it is very difficult as a doula and what we do and the hard work that we do to say no to a client. And we don't talk about this enough. It is because we want to help everybody. And it is a special place in us, in our hearts, most of us. I'm not going to say every single one of us. I know that there are bad apples in every tree. But it's a special place in our heart for this work. And we want to make sure everybody is safe. And we want everybody to have great birthing experiences. And we want everybody to know their rights. And we want all of this stuff. And so when we sit down with a client, first of all, you have to do a consult. That is the most important thing. Whether you wanted to call it a consult, a meetup, a face-to-face, a virtual meeting, whatever you want to do, but you have to meet with these people. It is important to meet with them so that you can exchange energy, so that you can talk to them, so that you can know their philosophy around birth, so that they know your philosophy around birth and all of that great stuff. Be transparent with your potential client. Be very transparent. Don't try to fit in their puzzle piece. Sometimes we're like, oh, I can do that, but we're thinking and we're like, yeah, I don't really like, or I don't really usually do this. This is out of my, my scope, but, I'll try because X, Y, and Z, or I'll bend because I just want this person to have a good experience, or I want this person to have access to a doula. So be very transparent with this person. Watch how they respond and react to your requirements. And, you want to have things set up so that you are able to effectively communicate and understand if they value you. Sometimes we are not valued as much as we should be. And this is a big issue in the doula world. But you have to set up things to leave out the people who truly value you, respect your work, and need you by their side, and who just want to pull and pick your brain. And sometimes that's okay too if that's what you wish to do, because I allow people to pick my brain all the time. I know that is something that I do need to I guess be more mindful of and be more I guess considerate of my own time. But I know, like, I'll answer questions and things like that, but also just don't allow people to take advantage of you. But you can connect, if you connect with this person on a spiritual level, and you guys are laughing and the consult is amazing, and you have they want to sign your contract, they believe in you, you believe in them. The things that they talk about, the things that they want is right along your your scope of practice. You're feeling what they need, and I can do this, and I can strongly stand by you with all of these things. But sometimes you run into clients and they're like, I don't care about this, I don't want this. They're not reading any of the information, or their partner is a little aggressive. Sometimes we have to say no just for that alone. And it's sad, but I have been to consults where I didn't feel safe in the presence of the partner, because they seem to attack you, and, well, like, what do you do, and, well, what's the difference between you and a doctor, and, well, what would we need her for, and things like that. And it's very aggressive, And sometimes we just have to step away just for those situations, because if we are not valued, then we're probably not going to be treated in that way. We're probably not going to be compensated properly. But at the end of the day, it's all about the connection in which you have with the person. If your views align, even if your views don't align, because I tell people all the time, I don't force any of my beliefs on anybody. But I'm not going to uh, I'm not ever going to want to work with someone who says, I want to get a C-section for no reason. I just want to, because I'm scared to push, or because I don't want to push a baby out of my vagina. That's something that I personally would not feel compelled to support, because I know how that situation goes. And that will impact me on a deeper level, because it's heartfelt. So if I know that things can go wrong, it's just more so like I know that I would be compelled to say things and to try to educate that person. And I don't want to ever push something on somebody, and I don't want to ever make somebody feel like they are anything less than a human being. So I would refrain from something like that, because I know that I would be overstepping. So I just take a step back, and I wouldn't um, support that situation. Now, I have people in my circle that I could refer you to, but I personally wouldn't do that. But that's how you kind of just figure out how you connect with your client. It's really about the energetic exchange. It's really about like aligning with that person. You had a good time during the consult. You talked about everything that needed to be talked about. You signed a contract. You got your down payment. They're excited. They want to work with you. They're happy to work with you. They can't wait. They're ready to receive all of that you have to offer, your resources. That is how you know that you are a fit for this person. Now, if it's very blah and they don't get you, or they don't understand what you do, and they just want somebody there because they are scared, because sometimes people are like, oh, I want to birth at home, and I just want a doula. I want a doula to come birth my baby at the house because I am scared to birth in a hospital. That's something that you want to stand back on, especially because this person is not prepared for a home birth. This person is only afraid of a giving birth at a hospital, so they want to do it at home, and then they think that you are qualified to do everything that you would do. I mean, that would be done in the hospital, and you're not. You're a doula. So you're not a midwife, you're not a doctor, you're not an OBGYN. And so expecting you to catch a baby, expecting you to do any of all of these things is something that you would want to refrain from if that's not in your scope of practice. But if there's a person who is prepared, they are educated, they know that they want a home birth, they want to be assisted, you need to make sure you set up yourself properly, so that they understand your role in an unassisted birth, and not expecting you to show up as a medical professional. This is how you understand whether you need to say no, or whether you can go forward and be a part of that experience, because um, it's not really easy to just say no, I'm not going to help you, or not even that I'm not going to help you, but no, I'm not going to support you. Like, we are people, we are birth supporting companions. Like, that's who we are. So it is difficult to just say no. There's polite ways to say it, and ways to just say, hey, I really enjoyed our consult, but I personally think that we wouldn't fit as a team. And so I can refer you out to, people within my doula circle, but I'm just not the best fit for you. And I want you to have the best possible experience. So I'm going to refer you to some people who I think you could connect better with. And that's just the way to do it. But I mean, I hope this was useful and helpful, especially for new doulas coming in. I am no way, shape, or form an expert on how to, bind yourself with the perfect people every single time. I'm still going through the same process every time I book a client. Most of the time it is a win, but there are a few times where I find myself in the early stages, like, wait, maybe this wasn't the best idea. But it's really just paying attention to yourself and paying attention to how the energy moves between you and the client. And so again, I hope someone found something useful from this, and I will see you guys for the next video. If you have topics that you would like me to talk about, please reach out to us at birthuhura@gmail.com. If you would like to, if you are a doula and you would like to add some tips or maybe a way that you do things, you can drop that into the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace and pregnancy deaths.